Okay.
All right, good evening, everyone. We'll be presenting Module 6 from Group 3. So first of all, we're going to be discussing about how to launch websites. So we have a launch website checklist, which includes simple logical things such as checking to see if the website works the way it should, such as making sure that the buttons, the links, the URLs are all working, how every interface is interactable and working the way it should be. Researching competitors that you may have for your companies to make sure that they are not at an advantage above you and that you're able to match up to par with them. Next is identifying goals that you would have for your own website and your company and mentioning them within your own website. And then next is to decide on a website layout, how you want your website to flow, how easy it is for your customers to be able to follow along on your website. Next is updating copyrights. Digital copyright and whatnot, all these stuffs are important to making sure that you can use your logo, you can use your name as your website, and making sure that no other companies have the same name as you. And then there's testing out forms because obviously in a website there'll be forms to fill out and whatnot. So making sure that they're actually able to be filled and that they're usable is great for users. Next is reviewing designs and receiving feedbacks as design reviews is quite important to make sure that it's applicable and accessible to the users and in receiving feedback and improving on them. Um, Next is making our websites accessible. So not just to normal consumers, but to those who may need extra help in certain parts, making sure that the sizes are probably adjustable for those who can't see smaller letters and things like that. And then setting up a live chat that is helpful for customers who may need help so that available for them whenever needed. Next is to integrate an analytics software into your website so that you know where people are clicking in first, where are they looking at first, and then maybe you might be able to then lay out your website even better so that it fits with what your purpose and what your goals are. And then purchasing a domain name. So again, purchasing the name of your company so that no one else has that name. Writing a privacy policy so that people are able to see what your policies are and how you manage as a company. And then finally, you want to review everything that you've done and make sure that everything is working completely well. And then finally, publish it. So pass it on to homepage checklist.
Next is the quick homepage checklist. A homepage is important because it is usually the first page customers see when they visit a website. A good homepage should be clear, easy to use, and encourage visitor to take action. First, it needs a clear message. The tagline should explain what the business does, and what benefit customer can get. Second, the homepage should have a simple navigation. Menu labels should be clear, the number of options should be limited, and important links should be easy to find. Another important point is building trust. Businesses can include photos of the owner or team, customer testimonial, and logo client award or certification. These helps visitor feel more confident in the business. The homepage should also encourage action. For example, it can use call to action buttons like shop now or contact us. Contact information and search box should also be easy to use and access. Next, the homepage can include useful content like product or services, blog posts, videos, or free resources. A smart footer should include important links, the privacy policy, and social media or contact information. Finally, the design should be clean and organized. The text should be easy to read, images should be high quality, and the website should avoid clutter, too many pop-ups, ads, or autoplay media. Overall, a good homepage should help visitor understand the business, trust it, and easily take the next step.
Next, we're going to be talking about top three mobile development trends. So as technology, changes and evolves over time, there's going to be more trends within mobile app development. So the top three trends are, for the first trend is foldable devices. Foldable devices are basically redefining how users interact with apps as would now have to accommodate how users are able to swap between compact and expanded screens at will. So apps have to figure out how to respond to that. Next is control hubs, which is like as smart devices become more prevalent, a smartphone and its mobile applications can act as a control hub for connected systems and devices. Next is beacon technology. And to sum it up, it's basically a technology that allows apps to deliver location-based real-time interactions. And the app would use a user's proximity to stores or other locations to create more personalized experiences, such as recommending or asking users how, a trip to a certain place went.
Okay, so let's talk about the 10 essential components of a successful website. First, the domain name, which should be memorable, easy to spell, and closely related to the brand so customers can easily find and remember the website. Next, we have website hosting, which is also important because it ensures the website loads quickly, it remains secure, and it can handle a lot of traffic as the business grows. Logo and branding can also create a strong visual identity, making the business more recognizable and helping to build trust with customers. Then we've got navigation, and that is another key component, as clear menus and organized layouts allow visitors to quickly find products or information they're looking for. Along with this, the website should include high quality and relevant content that informs customers and encourages them to stay engaged with the brand. So then we also have a responsive design, which is essential because many customers shop using their phones or tablets. So the website should automatically adapt to the different screen sizes. Another important feature is called the call to action, which are buttons such as the buy now or add to cart or sign up, which guide customers towards completing a purchase or taking another desired action. Then we've got the SEO, which helps improve the website's ranking on search engines like Google and other different websites, which increases visibility and makes it easier for potential customers to also discover the business online. And we have SSL security, which protects sensitive customer information, such as the different payment details and also personal data. And lastly, we have the analytics, which allow businesses to monitor website traffic, understand customer behavior, and identify different areas for improvement. So overall, these 10 components, they form a foundation of effective e-commerce websites by improving usability, building different customer trust, and ultimately supporting higher sales and business growth.
Okay, so moving on to the what is mobile applications development. It is the process of building software specifically for smartphone and tablets. So the process generally focus on two main platform, iOS for Apple device and Android for Google or another device. So every web consists of two core parts. There are front end, the visual interactive part that you can see and use on your screen. They have backend, which is the hidden service that provide data and power to the app, often hosted in the clouds for better reliabilities. Uh, Developers choose from four main building style based on their budget and needs. First is native app built for one specific platform that are fast and work perfectly with phone feature like the cameras, but are more expensive to build and maintain. The second one is hybrid or cross platform. So it's built to work on both iOS and Android at the same time using share codes, which can save time and money. The third option is progressive web app or PWAS, the website that look and feel like app, but don't need to be downloaded from an app stores. So this is how it connect the front end use APIs and SDKs to talk to the back end and retrieve informations like product list or user profile. So thank you so much for listening.